morning, everybody. How is everybody's almost end of summer going? Most of you guys back in school. It's the third week in August. Or the end of the third week in August. Next weekend will be Labor Day. Is everybody back in school? We've been in school for like a week here. Well, some people started in the middle of the week this week. Some people started last week in the middle of the week. It annoys me that we start in the middle of the week. And it annoys me that I think we should start after Labor Day. That's how it was when I was growing up. You started school after Labor Day, and you ended school at the end of May, or like the first week of June. And you had a good solid almost 3 months of summer. Because you need that. You need that break. But I guess maybe they need extra days because of not being in school a year and a half. Although they started like this before COVID. It's because they keep adding days to our school year. Which I find not necessary. Kids, right now, they have a hard time focusing because it's still warm. So why not wait until it gets a little bit cooler? You know? And then at the end of school, people get distracted by the time June comes because it's warm and summer and blue skies. I don't know. I'm starting to really like the idea. Sorry, really loud diesel engine going on right there. Or at least I think it was a diesel engine. Anyways, as I was saying, if I had any kids of my own, adopted, fostered, or birthed, I would definitely look into homeschooling because, kids don't do well with going to bed super early at night, even though they need that to be able to do a full 8 hours of in-session school. And they have to get up so early. Like today, I got up at 6:45 to get Samaya up and moving and breakfast and everything that you parents already do to get her to school by 7:45. And don't tell me, oh, that's training them for a job later. No. When we have jobs, for real, I'm going to be on the real. Especially nowadays. But when you get a job, you have an option at what shifts you take for most jobs. And nowadays, people are working from home, so they have an option of when they can start, besides those pesky meetings that happen at 6 in the morning. So don't even give me that. That's usually bull from someone that's a morning person. So yeah, don't give me that bull. If your child's a morning person, a little different story. But if you have a child that is naturally a night owl and likes to sleep in the morning, you get what I'm coming from. And if you're that kind of person, you get where I'm coming from. So our institutions never have been designed for introverted non-morning people. Never, ever, ever. Me, it takes me a good 2 hours, whether I'm doing it at home or having to be wherever, somewhere early. It's still at that place that I'm at early. It still takes me a while to be fully awake. So even with coffee, all that. So I'm not really a morning person. I fake it till I make it. I'm not mean. I'm not a grumpy, morning person. And if I'm having to wake someone up, like I do with Samaya, I'm very chipper about it. So very annoying. But that's not me. That's not who I am. And we have choices. So don't tell me kids have to be going to school at 8 o'clock in the morning or 7 o'clock in the morning. They don't have to. We have chosen that for them. We've chosen that life for them. Online school has shown me that the teachers can get things done in half amount of the time that they do it. So I also think that online school or even unschooling, I've heard about unschooling, it gives the kids more options of what they actually want to study and learn about, because we're all like that. We are gung-ho about the things we actually want to learn about, and we become very good students of that. But the things that we don't want to learn about, we suck, and that's where we get the bad grades, because we don't spend any time on it. Like me with math. Like basic math was fun. Math was fun until division, but then I learned when I finally long division finally clicked, that was fun for me. And certain concepts in algebra, but like geometry, useless. If I didn't need to take geometry, I wouldn't have, because math is not my interest. But for other people, it's fun, and yeah, go take every class in math. And what I learned from the unschooling is they're still learning all these concepts when they're like, say, studying dolphins, because, well, to study a dolphin, they have to know how to read. You're not going to give them every factoid. So to be able to research it in books and online and stuff, they still have to read. And then they still have to know simple math, because they talk about how dolphins have this many fins and how they're 5 feet and all that stuff. So you're still learning math, you're still learning reading, and you're obviously learning science right there, biology and marine biology. So I think the kids that will be the most well-rounded in the next few years are going to be it used to not be the homeschool kids. They used to be like the awkward, shy, like weird, or super into some sport kind of kids, or dance or whatever. You couldn't really talk to them socially, or they thought that they were like intellectually better than you. I've run into some kids that were homeschooled, and they acted like they were intellectually better than even me as an adult. Saying things like cartoons make you stupid and stuff like that. But I think those kind of kids, those kind of homeschool kids, are kind of like running out. And I think homeschool kids now are more well-rounded than public school kids, because especially depending on the area that you live in, because they're getting to do the skills, they're getting to cook, they're getting to fix cars, they're getting to build things, they're getting to just learn all kind of skills. And our kids that are stuck in classrooms 8 hours a day are not learning hardly any skills at all. They're learning how to be rude to teachers by sitting there taking selfies all day. or being on their phone in other ways, or falling asleep, or they're learning a bunch of factoids that are going to be useless in real life, and they're gaining no skills, and that's going to be a scary workforce. So that is what I would be pumped to do if I had kids of my own, and if Samaya wouldn't have gotten into the better school that she got into, I might have actually offered to homeschool her. And she'd be an easy age to homeschool just because a lot of it is self-work. And she's at the age where she can do most things on her own now. She knows how to read, knows how to write, knows how to do all that stuff. But I'm glad she got in the school she did. Alright. That said, we are at our destination. Lulu's ready to play with her friend. So, we're going to say goodbye. Say goodbye, Lulu. Oh, what do you hear? There's a car home. Come here. Come here. Say goodbye. Say goodbye. Hello? Lulu. Say goodbye. Say goodbye. Come here. Come here. You hear things. You're being distracted. Can you say goodbye? Say goodbye. Oh, say goodbye. Say bye-bye.